If you were to buy a car, a computer, a games console, or even a toy of some sort, then in all likelihood it would come with an instruction manual of some sort so that you could find your way around it and how you should use it. This is important because it allows you to get the very most from it, and it allows you to avoid making mistakes that could damage it. But unfortunately, the most important and most complex things in the world come with no such instruction manual. Take children for example. Any new parent will tell you just how dismayed they were when they realized that no one could tell them how to be an effective mother or father. And then there's the big one. Our own brains. These are the most complex supercomputers in the entire world, and they are what create all of our subjective feelings, sensations, and experiences. And yet our brains come with no instructions and no guidance. We are left simply to try and figure them out on our own. So, the question becomes, how can you master your brain? Fortunately, neuroscientists and psychologists are uncovering more of the brain's secrets every single day. While there is still a huge amount left to learn, we know more than we ever did, and a lot of this information can be used practically to help us become happier, smarter, and more effective versions of ourselves. Read on and we'll see how you can master your brain for complete and total self-mastery. How your brain works. Neuroscience is a subject that can take decades to learn, and even then it will be necessary to specialize in one area. Like I said, it's a complex piece of machinery. There is much more than can possibly explained here then, but we can nevertheless give a brief overview to give you some important clues as to how the brain essentially works. So, what do we know? First of all, the brain is made up of neurons. These neurons are cells that have long tendrils called axons and dendrites. These reach out so as to almost touch each other, and that in turn means that they will be close enough for small signals to jump across the gap. This in turn creates a huge map made up of billions of neurons with incredibly intricate connections. This network is called the connectome, and everyone's is slightly different. These individual differences are what give us our different skills and abilities and our different personalities. Every single experience that you have can be mapped to one or more of these neurons. Each neuron represents a sensation, a memory, an experience, a feeling, or something else. Your vision is mapped to a huge array of neurons that represent what you're seeing, and likewise, your memory is made up of lots of interlinked neurons that reflect your thoughts and ideas. If you have lots of the feel-good neurotransmitter serotonin, then you will be often in a good mood and you'll be relaxed. If you have lots of cortisol and glutamate, then you will be a more wired and panicked kind of person.